Hey, hello everyone, what is cooking all you good-looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. Man, this is an awesome place, because look at it. It is a drone photograph of a big lakey area. Wow. Really, really cool. Look at this. We've even got a slick, oily pit over here. No, that's probably just the reflection of the water. But it does look dark, maybe like oil. Although, definitely, it's not like just an oil lake. Believe me, if this was just a lake of oil, that would be all drained out. Anyways, look at this. Beautiful small town over here. Factories and stuff like that. Churches, you can see. Big buildings. Well, I mean, not huge buildings, but yeah, relatively big buildings. Looks like a great place to live. Now, the real question is, where is it? And I believe we're somewhere not too hot, mostly because of, like, the trees. You can kind of tell, but also there's nobody on this lake. So, I don't know. No boats. Must be very cold. Let's say we're pretty north. We're not in North America. We're going to be over here in this area. Now, the real question is, it could be Russia, could be Finland, could be Sweden, could be Norway. It's pretty much where I am going. I don't know which one to go with. I'm going to go Finland, and I'm going to go close to Russia. We're going to go up here, right around there. Let's make the guess, and the answer was no, it was Russia. Okay, I was going to go Finland, close to Russia. It was Russia, but actually much more south than I would have imagined. Right over here on this island, yep, that looks exactly like what we were seeing. 2169, hopefully some of you guys figured that one out. All right, here we are. In today's daily challenge location, a very cool waterfront property. Seems like maybe some kind of condo, apartment complex type thing. Maybe a hotel, but I'm leaning towards a condo or apartment complex type thing. Beautiful over here on this rocky shore. We just get an awesome view of what must be the ocean. Lots of boats, beautiful sunsets, nice mountains. I mean, this really is like the ideal place to live or to stay or whatever. I mean, I would totally love to go to a place like this. How awesome is this? Probably extremely expensive as well, but it is today's daily challenge, meaning it's up to you guys to tell me where in the world you think this is. All you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below, and in tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won, so if you're interested in becoming the day's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? Okay, here we are in the main section of today's video, and today we have got a very cool viewer challenge, one brought to us by none other than Lance and Derek. Thank you so much, Lance and Derek, for this challenge. Very excited to give it a shot. This one has an interesting theme, the Anglo-Sphere. That's right, that is an interestingly worded way of saying English-speaking countries. That would be it, countries that speak English. Country where English is the primary language, I'm guessing. Maybe it goes a little bit further than that, where English countries that include English as an official language, and then maybe I don't know, just countries where English is popular. Who knows? But then again, then you start sort of branching out into almost everywhere at that point. But yeah, the Anglo-Sphere. We'll find out really what that means, but I'm guessing it probably means countries where English is the primary language. So very cool. Thank you so much, Lance and Derek, for this one. If you're interested in creating your own custom challenge with a theme or with no theme or with whatever special rules you want to add, then you can send that to me for sure. All you need to do is look down in the description below to find a step-by-step guide on how to create your own custom challenge and how to send it to me. Also, you can find the link to this challenge so you can play along yourself. Okie dokie, let's do it. Challenge accepted. We are in Canada or the United States. Not sure which one. I would say America. Why? It just seems right. Basements are I mean, this is a place with no basements. And basements are popular in Canada. So there you go. It is America. I believe these road signs are something that is mainly going to be found in America. Now, it is the 70. So the 70 is nearby. So 70 is nearby. Okay, so the 10 is there. There's no 0, right? No. Yeah, the 10 is there. There's no 0, of course. So 10 is up there. 70 is going to be around here. Okay, cool. We found 70. Easy thing to do with roads that end with 5 or with 0 in America that are 2 digits. It's kind of easy to figure out what slice they're on. I guess 0 starts up here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah, like that. So we'll probably find a 90 up here. There's a 94 there. Maybe 90 is a little bit lower. Yeah, 90's there. So I guess they're going with 94 there. And the 5s are 5, 15, whatever, 95 going all the way over here. So Columbus, Ohio doesn't seem like a bad place to go, but we have a lot of things to do. Lupton and Massey, Lupton E. Massey, PA, Wheatley, Wheat, law offices. Okay. Well, we can continue. That PA is not this PA, right? That was P.A. right? Not the same PA as this one. Although I guess it could be. Look at that. The 70 does cut through. So we could be in... Well, we could be... apparently, that turns into 76. Where did 70 go? 70 went here and then turned into 76. Interesting. Well, we can be in Washington, PA. All right. Let's see. First flight. Yeah, right. What else do we see? Nationwide, Willis. We can see more good stuff here. We can see Beaufort, NC Maritime Museum. NC, really? NC? This NC over here? Don't know about that NC. But I don't know of any other one that we would be. North Carolina Maritime Museum, but there was a Highway 70. And, I mean, it might not have been, oh God, please can we get out of here? Okay, seafood. Well, we're on the water. Interesting. Things are becoming a lot more strange as time goes on. New Jersey? Is that possible? We got 78s and stuff like that. What about in North Carolina? There is a 70. Okay, so there is a 70 around here. That is 70 right here. Okay, so we would be in New Bern. So it's not Interstate 70. It's just this regular Highway 70, which doesn't mean anything. Again, my trick only works with interstates. It doesn't work with regular highways. As far as I can tell, those have no particular rhyme or reason to them. So you can never know. And as far as it looks, it doesn't look like it actually connects. I'd be very surprised if it somehow connected all the way to up here. But hell, maybe it does. Newport River? Well, I would be very surprised. This looks like a Newport River. Is this a Newport River? Honestly, I don't know. Is this a Newport River? This... No, that's a Goose Creek. Well, the 70's down that way. What about Moorhead? I don't know where a Newport River would be. We should go to this Washington place here. Is this Newport River? No, that's Tar River. Do I really want to try and figure it out? I don't think I do. It's gonna be around here, but really, to be more precise, I think we are. I think we're pretty close on where we are. We're gonna place ourselves right there, make the guess, and the answer was no. Really, we were all the way down there. Wow, I've got to be honest. That is pretty surprising. I didn't think we would be all the way down there. It looked like a little bit of a bigger city than that, but okay. Oh, Moorhead City. Okay, cool. Beaufort. Yeah, okay. 3841. Interesting. River Inn. This could be Canada or the United States. Unsure as to which one so far. Yeah, I'm unsure. It also could be neither, I guess. It could be, yeah, it could be something completely different. Guess I might be reading it wrong, because now I'm starting to think that we are in a completely different country, such as, and so forth, Australia and or New Zealand. Yeah, I think we are actually in Australia and or New Zealand. Which one of the two? New Zealand? New Zealand seems to make sense on this one. Just because of the mountains, really. I mean, there are mountains in Australia, but how many? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's keep going forward and see what we can see. But this, was there a flag that I missed? I feel like there was a flag right over here. No. No, that's not a country flag. That's a flag of something else. What do we got here? We've got Lift's Snow Sports School. Interesting. Well, it's 4 meters. Moamba Place. Okay. Moamba Place. Very cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to start location. I'm going to turn around and go this way. So I do believe that we are indeed in New Zealand. I don't think this is Australia, and I don't think it's another country either. Just going to see what this sign here says, and it doesn't say anything. All right, let's go down this way. I would like to go down this way for a change. Great. We can look around, and we don't see that sign, but this sign over here may bring us some justice. Let's find out. Yeah, we can reduce the speed. Great. Now we get our first shot of a car going the opposite direction down the road. And the real question of where is this? Well, there's not too many places it can be. Snow sports, it's got to be in the south of... Yeah, it's got to be in the south. Perhaps it'll be around... Could it be around Gore, Queenstown, Invernaskil, Wanaka. I don't really know which one is going to be. How big is this? This is pretty big, but I don't think we're really there. I'm thinking around Queenstown seems like it makes enough sense. Let's go with in between Cromwell and Queenstown on the 6. Yeah, let's make the guess, and the answer was really interesting. It's part of Australia you don't often see. Snow Sports School was Snowy Mountains. Oh, well, there it is. There they are. There are snowy mountains in Australia. Guess maybe I should have went further. I guess the mountains just threw me off. You know, we don't often find ourselves in a sort of a mountainy zone in Australia. I guess maybe the mountains I chose in New Zealand were going to be quite a substantial amount bigger than those. But snowy mountains, you don't imagine that in Australia. You imagine it with New Zealand, but Australia, not really. So there you go, 1957. This is going to be like England or something of the sort. Interesting. We've got a Starbucks, and we've got yellow license plate. First at where? Just first. Okay. Also, I don't know what I meant by first at where. Dice, New Hill City Centre, Kincorth. Northern Lights. Scotland? Glasgow? Where's Kincorth? I feel like I've heard of where that is, but I don't know. Dice New Hills. Is that on here? No. What about over here? Well, I don't see it. Okay, fine. What about Dublin? Is there a Dice around there? There is no Dice. What about Belfast? There is no Dice, New Hills, or Kincorth. Oh, well, interesting. I guess maybe I need to zoom in a little bit more, but I don't really feel like doing that. Coming soon to Aberdeen. Okay. Aberdeen. Now, that is a place where I should be able... Ah, there it is. Okay. Give me a little while. It's in Scotland, right? Great. And do we see... Well, we don't really see the names of the... We don't see Kincorth and all those two things, but we do see Aberdeen. Well, Aberdeen. What a nice looking place, actually. Wow, what is this? I'm sure that has a big name. That is going to be... Probably not the university. It's probably going to be... down over here somewhere. Interesting. I don't see any building that could be that, but... Alright, let's move along. Let's go down this way, then. See what we can find. We're on a road called Gallowgate. It is a very nice looking place over here in Scotland. Wow. Impressive. And we can see, well, we can't see any water. That's one thing that's true. And I also, sure, King's Gate. No, that doesn't really help me. The University of Aberdeen, could that have been really that fancy of a building that we just saw there? Maybe, but I feel like it was, yeah, sure. This building, yeah, that seems maybe a little bit more. Costa Coffee, sure. So we were on Union Street, or no, we were on this street right here. I think that's a little bit better of a guess. Make the guess, and the answer was very close to there. We were actually over here. Okay, so this was some of these buildings over here that we can't see. We need to zoom in a little bit more to see them, but around that area was correct. Great. Now we find ourselves in what appears to be Canada or the United States. Canada seems to be a fair guess at this one. It looks about right. The lights like that would mean, well, they are in Quebec like that, but I don't think this is Quebec, so it could be the United States, or it could be, well, it could be a few other places across the country that I don't know. All right. Well, that doesn't really help me. The Bellagio, it doesn't really look like the real Bellagio, but it looks like something. What is the area code here? 250? Oh, that doesn't help me. What is this, BC? Like this is the Vancouver area or something like that? What is 250? Not helping me. 23rd Avenue. Is this like Edmonton, or is this in Alberta? Is that where we are? The traffic lights that are horizontal like that are a bit weird. All right. Wascana Center, a place for you. Honestly, I don't know what that means. I don't know what Wascana Center is. Okay, yeah, no, we're still good. I was a bit confused by that. No license plates at the front. Okay, no license plates at the front. Kramer Mall. There's a Max. All right. So what do we got here? We got Wascana Mall. We got a Max. So we're definitely not in Quebec. We know that much. I don't think we're in Ontario, although 250, I don't know. Maybe. We don't. At least. Maybe it's not, maybe just city lights, maybe street lights are more of a city decision than they are a provincial decision, so we could still be in Ontario. A Max feels right for Ontario. I believe that is an Ontario company. Pita Pit, I believe, is also an Ontario company, although it might not be. So there is that. Max, of course, is actually a Quebec company, because I think it originated as Couche-Tard in Quebec, but Max is what it is when it's in Ontario. Mohawk. Well, it would really help me to know it would really help if I actually knew what were the lands of the Mohawk First Nations people in Canada, although I don't know that. If we're going with Ontario, I believe the closer you get to Manitoba, the more... Does Cree make more sense for Manitoba? I feel like it does. I feel like... Well, Algonquin obviously is a big one around here. Maybe Mohawk makes sense for this type of area around here. I don't really know. Like London, Ontario? Is that a possibility? 250? Perhaps. What about Sault Ste. Marie, stuff like that? Iroquois... Algonquin, Mohawk. I feel like Mohawk is actually like down here in this area, but that area code was a bit strange. So, man, I don't know this. It's really sad because you do actually learn about this in school. So I don't actually know. That might also, it might just say Mohawk. It might not actually be it. No, I'm quite confused, but doesn't really matter. Trying to look around, finding not much. Should I go with London? Wascana Parkway. Okay, so that's the real answer. Wascana Parkway. I don't know where that's going to be. Honestly, I kind of doubt that it's around down here now that I think about it. I haven't really heard of the place. I'll have to be honest. So that doesn't help me at all. I could just guess like around over here near Thunder Bay. I could guess up here, but I don't know. Maybe it is like around over here in. Oh man, I am not doing good on this one. If there was something that I could figure out what province we're in, that would help a whole lot. What does this say? Heritage Alliance Church. I don't want to do really bad on a Canadian one. Like, I feel like Ontario's a good guess, but Sobeys, okay. Now, Sobeys can be a tricky one. Sobeys could mean we're on the... Okay, Lakeshore. Okay, it says Lakeshore. One of the Great Lake. We're on the Great Lakes. Fine. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to go and say that we are on Lake... we're going to go with Lake Superior. No, not Lake Superior. Lake Huron. And... yeah, we're going to go with Lake Huron. We're going to go with Lake Erie. We could look down here, St. Thomas. Oh, look at that, Elmer, Ontario. I always wonder where that one was. All right, so we're going to go with Lake Huron, and I'm going to just guess around over here near Owen Sound, just not really knowing where we are. So let's make the guess, and the answer was Saskatchewan. I never would have guessed that. In Regina, there's the lake. I didn't see anything that would point out to that. Yep, I didn't see anything that told me we were in Saskatchewan. I mean, I guess kind of Alberta because of the 23rd Avenue. There's a big hard on out west on naming roads. Numbers, they love to do it, but it's more of an Alberta thing, not really Saskatchewan thing. If you go to Calgary and Edmonton, all the roads are just numbers. Every single one of them. Look at all sorts of numbers everywhere you go. Don't look too hard. You'll find no numbers. But seriously, come on now. Too many numbers. Too many numbers in Alberta. So that's why it crossed my mind, but no idea. All right, next place. All right, bit confused, honestly. Well, we were in Australia. 6, that is going to be New Zealand. Great. 6 is right here. Awesome. Not going to guess it yet, though. So, that was what I was figuring. I was figuring we already saw Australia last time. New Zealand, that's definitely a possibility here. What do we got here? We got Haast. Okay, Southern New Zealand World Heritage Area. Is that... I don't know. I don't know where that is. Well, first of all, there's a 6. Southern New Zealand World Heritage Area. Do we see such a place? Not really. I mean, I don't... Okay, there you go. There's the World Heritage Area right there. So, that's a big World Heritage Area, sure. So, there you go, Haast. And there's Haast, and then there's the thing we just crossed. So, we were... right there. Great. We found it. Now we can go right into it and check this place out without worrying about points because we found it. Wow. I mean, this does look cool. Look at these smoky... wow, weird picture right there. Yeah, very weird. It's starting to look a lot less nice, but okay. Oh, look at that. We got a nice... we got some nice flags over here just to tell you that you can come visit here. It's like a nice place, too. It's like a motel or a hotel or something like that. It's a lodge. Okay, sure. Whatever they say. Although the picture is very weird. One of the cameras obviously failing to pick up color. I don't know what color's missing in that. Blue? Is blue what's missing in there? Is it just red and green? Well, green's definitely there. Yeah, I'd say that's just a mix of red and green. So are they using like cameras with like separate that like actually separates it in different like CCDs or whatever? It's a weird idea, but whatever it looks like the blue is failing here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Although, you know, the sky kind of still ends up looking blue. So we got that going on. Very, very cool. Okay, well, let's make the guess, and the answer was, yep, that was it. Awesome. So, we started off over here in beautiful North Carolina, which for a long time I thought was going to be Ohio for whatever reason. Then we went over, well, sure, let's just skip. The third place was Aberdeen in Scotland. Then we didn't go to New Zealand, but actually mountainous, wintry Australia. It wasn't, well, it was a bit mountainous, but it wasn't really wintry, but it did say something about there was a snowy mountain nearby, and there was a winter sports school. Well, why don't we just skip to it? In the end, we actually ended up in New Zealand, so we got that one right. And in Canada, well, as it turns out, you know, I didn't hear the place. I guess we were in Ontario, but as it turns out, I don't know much about Ontario, if I'm being honest. Even though I've been a resident of Ontario my entire life, it was Saskatchewan, Regina over here, a province I have never been to and don't know very much about. So, well, I mean, I know a little bit about it. I just never been to it. So, what can I say? 2707. Awesome. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.